The books being labeled YA has a variety of ramifications. On one hand, it means that I have a responsibility because I know that my readers include younger readers, and as I said, I was a teacher, I'm a mom, and I'm a feminist, and I believe that I have to be responsible in what I'm saying. But even as I say that, I realize that should I be writing exclusively for adults, I'm still a mom, I still was a teacher, I'm still a feminist. So one of the issues that sort of comes up on is sexual responsibility. There's a scene in Wicked Lovely where it talks about, the importance of using precautions and being aware of the ramifications. And I don't think that changes as adults. I really respect when I see adult authors who are aware that we live in an age where we have to be responsible with our bodies. So, I mean, on one hand, I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I do it differently because I've got these young readers, but on the other hand, teenagers are intelligent, passionate, complicated people. I'm not going to dumb anything down. I'm not going to pull any punches. There's nothing I'm going to do differently than I would do for adult readers. And my editors have been wonderful. They don't put any leashes on me. They don't say, oh, you can't do that, you've got young readers. They're very aware that, teenagers are complicated beings, just like adults. So on one hand, I want to say I'm more responsible, but I'm not sure that's really true. I write as I believe is appropriate for the characters. It happens that these books are published as young adult novels in the U.S. They're published overseas as young adult, but they're also going to be published overseas in Germany as adult novels. So I don't think there's any line there. I have heard from some adult reviewers and readers that they wished I didn't do closed door for the intimate scenes, but that felt appropriate and honest too. Not all adult romances include open door sex scenes. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I read some of them and love them, but I also read the ones that they close the door, and I'm okay with that. I don't watch them go into the restroom. I don't talk about their showers in the morning, but we know they're having them. So why would I need to detail all of these things? And for me, it just felt more realistic. As to what's out there in YA, there's a lot of really great stuff. There are books that are more surface topics that are fluff, but you're going to see that in adult fiction too. There are books that are very serious and heart-wrenching and contemporary issue books. There are historical issue books. I mean, YA in the past, I don't know, dozen years or so has really, really just boomed. There are so many fabulous topics being tackled, and some of them just aren't getting the attention that they deserve. I mean, there's some incredible books that Nick and Nora, it's very edgy, very, very, very cool. Amanda Jenkins has some books that tackle hardcore issues, and they're fabulous. So it's out there. There's really quality YA out there, and sometimes it's just not getting the attention. But adult readers are starting to find more of them, which is great for everybody. It's great for teens to realize that their books they're having to share them. My only issue with it is I don't want us to be in a place where we have books that have to be made accessible to adults. And that's been something that I've personally had a struggle with some of the, oh, well, you could do this a little bit more adult, you could do this a little bit more adult, not from my publisher at all, but from readers and reviewers. And my books are written for teenagers. It's great that they're also accessible to adults, and I love my adult readers too. But I don't want us to ever be at a place where we think that our teenagers don't deserve texts of their own, because that's just silly.